Hey everybody, GReimer here coming at you once again from Gordo Zoo, and I'm coming back from actually cutting down a whole bunch of fir wood right now. I also cannot see where I'm going, so I could just smash in the mountain, so I probably should turn this around. There we go. Alright, yeah, I'm heading back into the zoo now. I had to go collect a lot of fir wood because I am going to be doing something kind of different in this episode. Normally I just build exhibits, and I'm going to have to do that still because there's this whole area over here that I need to do. But in this episode, I'm going to be actually adding something that I've discussed a lot, but I never actually got around to building. And I think I'm going to start at least the initial part. I don't know if I'm going to finish it in this episode, but I'm going to get started on it at least. I'm going to start the roller coaster that I talked about. So I thought that'd be kind of a cool thing. It's not so much a roller coaster as like a minecart ride that cuts through the zoo, or at least cuts through the mines of the zoo. I'm going to start that, and I think that this ravine would be a good place to do it. Oh, by the way, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Friday. There's a zombie just looking down on me up there. You see him up there? He's like, hello, I'm watching you. And you're watching me, and I'm watching you. We're all watching each other. All right, but I'm gonna get to work on building the mine cart ride that's going to go through the mines of the zoo. In this episode, I'm going to get at least the starting foundations of it. So I'm figuring why not have it start in here. I've always been wondering what I'm going to do with this. That guy's creeping me out, not going to lie. Let me just kind of, excuse me, buddy. You want to just go away there? Oh, I shot him right out the back. Okay, holy cow. Yeah, I want to get started here. I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to squeeze this thing in here, actually. Because it's diagonal, which I don't mind building diagonal. But as far as minecart tracks, minecarts kind of look ugly when they're diagonal. But I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a path that kind of comes down. Where's my torches? I've got so much wood in my inventory right now that I can barely contain this here. It's like I don't have any wiggle room left in my inventory. It's almost as if I need any one of my multiple backpacks to help me out here. So I'm thinking about having the path kind of come down here, right alongside the dwarf hippo exhibit here, the pygmy hippos there, and then have it come down and hug this and kind of go about halfway, a little over halfway. Yeah, well, about halfway the height of the ravine there, and have a platform kind of cutting across the middle, and that platform is where you're going to actually get on the minecart. So a big portion of, oh, there's a creeper up there now. Wow, okay. A big portion of this mine cart ride is going to be underground, which means I'm going to have to do a lot of digging. I'm going to have to remove a lot of stone. I saw you guys up there. Excuse me, you want to get out of here? Shoo, be gone. A big portion of the minecart ride is going to be completely submerged underground, and it's going to be in these caves underground where basically the mining operations would have gone on. But yes, this is a very large ravine, and I'm trying to figure out the best way of actually attaching a walkway to the side of this would be. I'm kind of thinking like having slanted supports coming off the cliff edge itself, and maybe overhead supports supporting it as well, maybe kind of like squared off rectangular ones as it goes down here. This is going to be a little bit of an interesting build because it's a little different than everything else that I've built in the zoo so far. We're starting to get into some more of the structures. There's some structures that are going to need to be built in the zoo. This is one of them. The aviary is going to be another one, and so is the aquarium. So the fir wood, I want to do the supports for this actually because the fir wood I think looks really good for like an aged type of wood. But then I also am probably going to just throw down probably just oak slabs right now for the floor. I'm going to change that up later, but for just getting my palette going or my canvas going, I'm going to go with oak slabs. And if we can get it down to like right about there, I think that's a good enough elevation so that we can cut it straight across, right across the center of the ravine. So that's where you're going to be. Ooh, okay, hold on. There's also this guy up here that I see. Creepers be creeping. I guess the first thing that I should do is probably go name an echidna to get this thing going, huh? And this week, I'm going to give a big shout out to Christy Sank and Tim Sourbeer, who both suggested we just name him Sonic, even though he's not a hedgehog. But I think it would be an appropriate name to name him, considering the other one's Knuckles. So, and Knuckles is an echidna, so that absolutely makes sense. So I think we're just going to go with Sonic and Knuckles. Why not? It would be a lot of fun. I did get a lot of comments actually saying that this tree is too big, and it's supposed to be a big tree that's kind of broken down, and the roots aren't supposed to be like coming out right here. It's not like it's a little tree with a little bit of roots coming out here. It's supposed to be a very large tree with like the roots kind of coming up, poking up back here, and it's been sitting here for a while. So it's not like a freshly uprooted thing or anything like that. That's why there's like vines, kind of mossy stuff growing down on it. That's the idea behind it anyway. I do think it is a little large, but yeah, Yeah, I don't think we'll be fine. Whatever. Let's get... it's what you call living and learning as you build. If you make something that's not exactly that great, you can actually leave it so you can learn from that mistake, or not necessarily a mistake, but learn from that experience later. So let's go ahead and place Knuckles in here, though. Bink, right, that. Bink, Knuckles. And Knuckles is a female. Not really the case in the video games, but hey, you know, whatever. And then Sonic, we're going to put him right there. Bam, Sonic. And Sonic is also a female. How about that? 2 ladies, both of them looking absolutely lovely. I don't think these things are hostile, but if they are, I should probably be getting out of here right about now. With the echidnas named... Ooh, crashed into the mountain. With the echidnas name and the sun setting over Cerro Gordo Zoo here, we got to get to doing some building over here. Let's go ahead and stash everything that I just took out of my my chest and stuff to get those echidnas in there. Let's get back to building, actually. I'm going to need a lot of these oak planks, so let's go ahead and grab these right here. We're going to get started with those, and then obviously I'm going to incorporate in other planks too to kind of add a little bit of style to it. And because in today's recording, actually, I am a little rushed. Today's been a very busy week, okay? Very, very busy week. We're going to sleep because creepers be creeping, and I just don't want to deal with that. There's plenty of them down there. But I'm a little rushed today, so I'm going to skip the replay, actually. I'm just going to give you guys updates in this one here. But that won't be a thing forever. I mean, I'll be doing that in future episodes, but it's been rushed, and you can thank Floozemaker for that, okay? Thank Floozemaker, because Frankencraft, my episode of Frankencraft took a long time to do, and yeah, I don't have a lot of time to finish this episode. There's only so many hours in a day. So if you understand what I mean, head down to the comment section and give me a little hashtag Floozes a butt down there, because that would really that'd really make my day. Now, I'm going to have to create this path leading down here, and that's going to be a real trick. Especially, since, maybe I'll start with the slabs. Let's start with actually creating the gradual slope down here, actually. And that way I can start with the slabs. Ooh, there, I got the haste effect going right now. I can start with the slabs, and then we'll go from there. We'll actually start making this right out of wood as we get going. Ow. Okay, well, you want to talk about something super sketchy. Let's talk about building this thing, okay? So, it is super sketchy being down here right now, especially since things can spawn on top of me, like that creeper up there that's creeping. I see you. Splat. I don't know what's right above me, though. So this is all I got right now, is I just got this little wood walkway here, and ooh, is it really sketchy. No guardrail, no nothing. It fits very well with the zoo, I suppose, with the whole safety features not being really implemented. But that's what I'm talking about with a pathway kind of leading down here. Into the mines, actually. So this is like a catwalk that will get down into here, and right across here is where I'm going to be building the main station, I guess, for the mine track. So I'm just going to continue this down here. I still got a whole lot of slabs I can put in here, but I do have to watch out for skeletons shooting me off the edge and creepers falling on me and blowing me up. That could really be a problem. I think that this elevation would be good. There is a spider that is making a whole lot of ruckus. Now, this is on half slabs right here. And that's fine, because I don't really want mobs spawning in here. I just want to make sure I got all the skeletons that are going to be a problem for me out of the way. I don't know what's above me, though, so that could be a problem. Anyone going to drop down above me? Hopefully not. I'm going to just pillar straight across here, and hopefully nobody knocks me off here and kills me, because there's a lot of creepers down there. Lots. It's going to be instant death if I fall down there. But yeah, this is where I wanted to bridge straight across, and where the platform for the train is going to be right here, actually. Right in the thick of it. Now, that chunk doesn't load over there, which is kind of unfortunate, because it would be a really cool view. Maybe I just have to get over there. But let me build the platform here first, actually. One thing that I want to do is get up top here where all the dangerous things would be spawning. Oh, there is something dangerous spawning. Whew, I escaped. Like I said, I want to get up top where all the dangerous things are spawning. And try to get some lights up there so that they don't spawn anymore. I just want to keep things off of my my platform down there so they don't like cherry bomb us or dive bomb down on us, because that could be a real problem if a creeper just bombs down on us. That'd be terrible. Are you making all that racket, Mr. Spider? Please. Oh, I missed him. Dang it. Oh, I'll get you in a second. I gotta clear out this this dirt from up here, but I'll get you in just a second. Don't you worry. Never mind, he killed himself. How about that? Okay, that makes my job a lot easier. I just need to go retrieve my arrow now. There we go. Okay, we got some lights up top. It is nighttime, creepers be creeping, but I don't really think I have to worry. No, it wasn't that spider making all that noise. Where is this spider? I gotta find this. There is a spider underneath here. I couldn't find it, though. Look at that. Get out of here. Stop making all that racket. I've got the bulk of the platform down for what I want. Now, this does not look like much, and that's because it doesn't need to be right now. Right now, I'm just getting the basic foundations down here, or the basic bridge, basically, down here. And I want to add, actually, let's see, what are probably ground blocks it's going to be under? I want to go ahead and add, oh, I have one block. I wanted to add, oh, there's more right there. I want to add gravel in this trough right here, because this is where the tracks are actually going to be sitting. And I think this will look kind of cool if it has like a layer of gravel underneath it. And so then this will obviously go into the mines right here. And then you'll return right here once you do your lap around the zoo. So, this will be the station where you come in and stop at all times. This means I do have to doodad up this cavern a little bit, make it look kind of pretty. There is a creeper right there. Hold on. Creepers be creeping. Got him. Now I have to actually add the supports to this thing to try to make it look like it's actually supported, not just kind of stuck to the side of the wall. It actually still will look like it's stuck to the side of the wall, but I want to actually give it support beams holding it. Get out of here. Where did you come from? So these mobs are giving me kind of grief. You can see an arrow here. I've been having to deal with them as I'm trying to build, and there's a whole bunch of them down there. So I think it would be wise for me to just kind of get rid of them. So I'm just going to hop on down here, actually. And zippity-doo-dah down here. It's time for a little bit of a fight. Ooh, creepers be creeping right in the face. So there's zombies just raining down from the sides up there. So clearly an area where they spawn up there still. But the rest of this part down here, all this area down here, fully lit up now. So somebody's spawning up there. I gotta find that. Probably right in here. Let's just get some lights back in here. Oh yeah, there's a skeleton down there too. Shan't be having any spawns back here. Okay, I think that's it now. I think we're good, finally. This place should be lit up. I don't have to deal with... Oh, there's a witch over there and a creeper. That's all down there, though. I'm not really worried about that direction. I was more worried about working right here with all these things trying to blow me up. I guess there could be some spots where they spawn underneath here still. But that should limit the amount of mobs that are here, because there's just a bunch. There's a slime down there. So that's interesting. I think he spawned right here, too. Which could be interesting if I really wanted slime balls for anything. Let's just do a little F3G here in case you didn't know that is a way to show your chunks that you're in. And I usually mark out slime chunks. Let me see if I got a piece of cobble in here, which I do. Mossy? Do I not have one piece of cobble? Okay, we'll use the mossy cobblestone. Sure, why not? Slap that bad boy down and cover it in torches. That's how I signify that there is a slime chunk right here. So I got these supports put in right here for where the track's going to be. There's a lot of bats down here, and I think that what would be a really cool idea for this train station down here. See, that chunk just does not like to load. It keeps loading in and out. Oh, there's stuff up there. I see it. I think what would be a really cool idea for this train station here would be to have the rats and bats exhibit be down here. So I still have a lot of work to do, including like the supports on the walkway down here. I didn't even add those yet. But I think what would be really cool is if I dug this area out right here and had a pathway go this way along the tracks as you're leaving, or actually this would be as you're going. I guess it does. I haven't really determined which way you go when you leave this area, but dig this out right here actually, and have it be like a little walkway going this way, and have some of the subterranean things like well, really just the rats and bats is all I can think of, because like tarantulas and whatnot, they're not in this version of ZAWA yet. They are in ZAWA Evolved, which if you guys haven't played that yet, I'd highly recommend checking that out. But if you go this way, I want to have like an exhibit here in there for the rats and bats, or maybe just for the rats and then another one for bats, like separately this time instead of putting them all together. Yeah, that might be a good thing. In fact, you know what? You guys got the gist of what I'm trying to do here, right? You get that like pathway leading down to a train station right there, and it is already starting to come along. I don't actually have a plan in mind for what the train station is going to look like. This is 100% me winging it. However, I do want to get an exhibit put in here if I can today. So why not let's add the rats exhibit. We'll add the rats exhibit in this episode. Sure, let's do it. So I'm thinking as I'm digging this out, let's get the main track dug out here. This is where the line is going to go. It's going to stay straight for a little bit here because I need it to actually do that so I can work out the cavern where the rats are going to be in. Okay, here's the line. All right, so this is going to actually curve downward and go underneath the track, which I'll then support with like wood supports and stuff as the path goes underneath it. I just want to make sure I have the actual spot where the line is. an incredible amount of digging later, and we have this. Okay, so here, this cave actually now comes down here. This wasn't a cave to begin with. This was just solid stone. There was nothing here. It comes down here, and it leads to this area. Now, this will be one spot where one of the exhibits will be for sure. I wouldn't mind actually putting one right in here as well. So it doesn't have to be a big extension, but this does give some animals for the people that are waiting for the train to come and look at actually while they're waiting. So I'm thinking about adding the bats exhibit or the rats. Yeah, the rats exhibit. We'll add the rats exhibit right. Actually, you know what? Scratch it. We're gonna add the bats exhibit right here because this terrain right here is pretty crazy, and the only one that would really be able to traverse it would be the bats. I mean, or at least easily traverse it would be the bats. So let's hollow this out right here. It's gonna take a little bit digging, a little bit more digging than what I've been doing actually. Well, about the same amount of digging actually. Even more digging than what I've been doing. And we're gonna hollow this out here, and I'm gonna have it fit like right in this like kind of crack in the wall right here. And then people can actually look in here and see the bats. So check this out, okay? I got the whole thing kind of dug out. There's a little block I missed right there, though. I got this whole thing dug out. Now, we're talking caverns, right? So we're not talking like there's a whole lot of actual vegetation in here. But I do want to add some detail into this, though, because I don't want this just to be a blob land, nothing interesting. So, ground backpack, I need you to hold on to a lot of stuff here. And we're going to need to take out some of this and probably some dirt, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna need some gravel as well for sure. And I don't really know if there's anything else I want to add in here. I don't actually have in my plant backpack plants right here. I don't have any more of those glowing green mushrooms, which I should probably go caving and actually try to find some of them because they would work absolutely wonderful in here. But for right now, since I'm out of them, we'll just work with what we got. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a few pieces of coarse dirt for sure because we're gonna want that. And then let's sprinkle this in here and see what kind of terrain we can come up with. I want to keep it mainly rocky, so we're gonna need. Where's my ground backpack again? We're gonna need some of these things for sure. And then we're gonna, like I said, keep this mainly rocky. Now right here, I want to actually add. I'll probably do this first so that I don't get all flustered and confused later. I want to actually add a source block of water flowing down in here. I don't think the bats will drown in that. They kind of fly around a lot, so I kind of think that if they do fly in there, they'll fly out of it, hopefully. Because I really don't want to kill the bats. That's not the point of this thing, but I do want to add a little water in here because I think that looks really cool, like as a little like feature, you know? But then I also need to jazz this place up to look like a cavern. The big andesite node up there is actually a natural one, and I'm actually going to keep that right there. But let's work on the terrain and see if we can't jazz up the ground here just a little bit to make it a little bit more custom than just a regular plain old boring cave area. I don't want to go too nuts with this stuff though, so because there's not going to be a lot of dirt actually down in this area. There's some glowing mushrooms right over there. I wonder if I can go grab those real quick actually. I heard a slime bouncing around. Yeah, there's another slime right there, so this is absolutely a slime chunk. That's kind of cool to see. Let's go grab these guys real quick because I kind of need them right now. I need to get back up here. It's also raining. That's something that doesn't happen very often because I usually sleep and I've been down underground, so I haven't been sleeping. But I mean, it does rain here still occasionally. Okay, got the mushrooms here now. I haven't planted them anywhere yet, but I'm kind of getting some inspiration here. I'm trying to look at this. This looks all right. Like, this does not look bad. It's supposed to be a small exhibit, but this looks okay, and I don't really mind the way that it's turning out. However, it's too blah. It's too blah. I need to change something up here. So what I'm thinking of doing is adding an access port to this area that looks like it's coming from the surface, like it's like a whole kind of cavern poking out from underground here, or from an air vent type thing where the bats can fly in and out type thing. However, I don't actually want the bats to fly in and out, and I don't really want to dig a hole all the way up to the surface because if I dig that way, I believe that's the pygmy hippos. That's not any good. And if I dig that way, I mean, that would lead into the ravine, which would kind of make sense, but I want to make sure it's closed off, but you'd be able to see it right here. It would add more difficulty to it. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to dig this way, actually. I'm going to dig this out right here, and I'm going to add a detail in here that is going to be a facade, similar to what we did with the mine shafts actually being not really there. They're like the black concrete kind of plugged them up, you know. What we're going to do is we're going to go up here, and we're going to dig this up a little bit. And then I'm going to kind of have like greenery growing in actually from up here, but I'm going to put light sources behind it. So it sort of looks like there's actual light coming in through the greenery. And the greenery, like the bushes and stuff, or the leaf blocks, should block the bats from being able to escape here, while still kind of giving the impression that there is stuff from the surface leaking down into here. Kind of like that. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. I might need to jazz this up just a little bit, but that's sort of what I was along the lines of thinking right there. Something where it looks like the vegetation's kind of hanging in there, dripping in, and there you can see that there's clearly light coming in from there, because I took the torch away. That's how it's lit up, actually. If I take this torch away, you can see it actually illuminates through there, and that's kind of cool, because although the pathway out here is going to be lit up for the guests, the inside of this thing might not be. So is there a possibility something could spawn in there? Probably. I'm going to try to get rid of as many spawnable locations as possible, but it's totally possible you might walk through here and be like, look, it's the bats and creeper exhibit. I think another thing that sells that this is an access port to the surface is I actually have some dead leaves in here, actually, that kind of filtered down in there. So yeah, that actually works. And I think the lighting in here is good just the way it is. This looks dark and creepy and gloomy. The only thing left I really want to add, ground backpack? No, ground backpack, where are you? I need some more gravel in here for sure, as well as probably a little bit more cobble. Let's get both of those things going here. And back here especially, I need to kind of jazz this up just a little bit. So I've done a little detailing in here, trying to see if I can get anything that kind of works to make this look more like a cave without actually doing it too much else. And I think I'm at a comfortable spot now where I can actually change all those to buttons. And sprinkle in some of these things here to try to eliminate as many other spawnable locations as I can. However, like I said, I'm not going to get rid of all of them. It's just going to have to be a thing. I always prefer to build something that looks aesthetically pleasing over necessarily safe, of course. And I think, is there anything else I can add into the ceiling to make this place look good? That looks kind of like a little dark cave, doesn't it? Because we can add the glass now. Where do we got glass at? Glass back. No, that's the dump chest. Where's the glass backpack? Glass backpack. There you are. Let's grab some of this glass here, and we can actually add this in here. I'm probably going to need to chisel some more of this. But it would all be right here, actually. And this would be the bats exhibit, then. Bam! Just like that. That actually looks pretty cool. So you're waiting for the train, right? You're coming down here. You're sitting here. It's nighttime because you've been waiting in line all day because this is such a popular zoo. And then you and then you get down here and you can actually come down and actually look at some of the animals. So here we're gonna have the bats exhibit right here, and then later on down here, and probably in the next episode as I continue this build, because this is gonna be a multi-part build. This was just the initial start getting it down here. We're gonna get you're gonna have the rats exhibit down here then. So the rats and bats exhibit being added to the mega ravine here at Cerro Gordo. How about that? That's kind of a cool idea, isn't it? But I think I'm going to actually wrap this episode up here because, like I said, it's been a very busy week. And I actually kind of like how this exhibit turned out. It is a cave after all. And I don't really know if there's anything else I can add into that. I could add some stuff to make it look more like it's in a mine. Like, you know, some crates and some wooden supports and stuff. But I think I'll leave it just like that. I'll add those to the rats exhibit for sure. But tell me in the comments section, what do you guys think about this idea with this train station being right here in the middle of the ravine and the path leading down to it? I think it's kind of fun, and I'm gonna have to get the supports added to the walkway leading down here for sure. So, but I'm gonna take off. Whoa, that was my face. I'm gonna take off. Look at this extreme close-up. I'm gonna get going, you guys. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode. If you haven't already, go check out the Frankencraft series if you like Minecraft stuff, because we're doing some crazy stuff over there. Plus, we got a bunch of people like Flues the Butt. He's there. He's doing some stuff. We got Delphron. We also have Badge from the Minecraft crew. So, you know, go check it out. We got a lot of fun stuff going there. In case you guys don't know, Frankencraft is a chain world, basically. We only get one person on at a time, and we each get a shift to go build whatever we want. Go look and see what I've added. It's pretty awesome, especially in the episode that's going to be coming out tomorrow. So, I will see you guys next week, though. So, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend, a wonderful life. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.